Good day, Junior Techies, and welcome to this video where we're looking at question 2 of the worksheet. My name is Mr. P. I'm going to be taking you through this question on the biological terminology. So the first thing to do is for us to read this question. Let's give the correct biological term. So we're talking about something that is short and brief. It's not a sentence. And the further on in this question we see write only the term next to the question number. So we know we're not going to be answering in full sentences here. And that is super important, that we be short and to the point as to what we want to write down as our answer here. So let's look at question 2.1 first. Here we're looking for a hormone that stimulates the mammary glands to produce milk. Now we would have learned this in human reproduction as well as in the endocrine system. We would have just revised this a little bit. So if we're looking for this hormone particularly here, we have to revert back to some of the work we did before. So the hormone that stimulates the mammary glands to produce milk, here we go with prolactin being the hormone there. Next question, 2.2, the gland that secretes hormones into ducts. So now we're looking at a collective name for these glands, and these glands we refer to collectively as exocrine glands, as opposed to endocrine that use the blood to move the hormones around the body to their target tissues. Question 2.3, here again we're looking at salt balance, but particularly the hormone that regulates salt balance, and here we know that this is aldosterone. So this relies heavily on our preparation and study work that we've done. Maintaining a state of normal within the body, this is a process. So if we're looking at the process of maintaining a state of normal, what we should do is we should link this directly to homeostasis straight away, because that is the term where we are maintaining a state of normal within the body. Now 2.5, we're looking at the regulation of water within the blood. This could be quite tricky because here we could revert to the hormone that regulates water concentrations, but you see it's not asking us for the hormone, it's just asking us for the regulation of water within the blood. And if we look at that, our answer no longer becomes ADH, it becomes osmoregulation. So that's important. Keep your wits about you, make sure that you're reading your questions very carefully. 2.6 again asks us for a hormone, but one that is produced by the hypothalamus for the balance of thyroxine in the blood. And here we look at TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, and I believe we could probably use the letters TSH here for a mark, or we could write it out as thyroid stimulating hormone. I think we would get our credit anyway. If we look at 2.7, again we're asked for the hormone, but this time the hormone that is secreted in response to a dangerous situation. There's only one that jumps to mind here, and I hope it's one that you've also thought of, and that is adrenaline, secreted by the adrenal glands, the kidneys. Right, Junior Techies, these are only 7 of the possible questions that you could get for this section. You're going to be asked about biological terminology in your final exam, so it's important to go over this terminology within each of the sections that you study and practice as many questions as possible. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. I do hope that you've enjoyed it and that we've worked through some questions that you may see in your final exam. Please make sure you get a hold of the theory booklet as well as the worksheet and the worksheet memorandum to practice some more questions in this and other sections in preparation for your final exams. Thanks so much, Junior Techies. I do hope to see you again.